Last week we covered Rome, and we really got to the end of the Roman Republic and beginning of the Roman Empire with Caesar Augustus. We didn't get beyond there, and what we're actually going to do this week is we're going to kind of fast forward a couple hundred years and look at two different groups of people that we could say are kind of the heirs, or the people that come after Rome. And for this lecture, we're going to focus on a continuation of the Roman Empire that starts in the 300s, known as the Byzantine Empire. So in some ways, this is kind of Rome, and in some ways, it's kind of not, and that's going to be a theme of the entire lecture. With that in mind, a couple questions we want to ask ourselves. One, these folks who live in the city of Constantinople and surrounding areas, what did they borrow from the Western Empire, and how could they be considered the heirs of Rome? Kind of very similarly to that, we want to think about what is the same or what is different between this empire and the empire that comes before it in terms of geography, where it is, in terms of the people that they come in contact with, in terms of the type of government they have, in terms of their moral values, their strengths and their weaknesses. And with that in mind, the Byzantine Empire actually lasts all the way until the 1400s, but it doesn't necessarily do that stably. And so we want to think about at what point is this empire at its strongest, at what point is it maybe at its weakest, and what accounts for that strength and that weakness.